I'd like to invite our next speaker. His name is Juan Engelbrecht, and he is going to be speaking about a decentralized platform for launching security tokens. Welcome, Juan.
First time in Israel, and I was thinking, yes, they never market Israel in South Africa, where I'm from. I thought, I tell them, yes, are we going to like Ethiopia? Is there roads there? Is there cars there? And I'm pleasantly impressed. So first off, I would like to thank Robert and Mike and the team on a great event. Every time you play the music, it feels like I need to order a beer. I would love to start off just giving you a little explainer video of what Mobu entails. Give us a broad overview. So sit back and enjoy the video with us.
Throughout history, there have always been revolutionary ideas, but those who lack the vision to embrace the future invariably get left behind. It's hard to ignore the ICO revolution. ICOs now raise more capital than IPOs and are disrupting the investment ecosystem as we know it. An unprecedented $3.4 billion were raised in funds by ICOs during the first quarter of 2018 alone. And this is just the start of this groundbreaking epoch. And while the disruption has reached utility tokens, the multi-trillion-dollar securities market remains virtually untouched in the blockchain space, as the blockchain technology market is set to evolve exponentially. Make your next move forward with Mobu. At Mobu, we recognize that the potential of security tokens is vast. But we also know that launching a security token ICO can be extremely challenging due to the magnitude of technical, legal, and regulatory requirements and processes. But by partnering with Mobu, you'll be able to navigate the process with ease and confidence. Mobu is a next-generation, user-friendly, smart contract and all-in-one, consolidated, enabling and self-regulating platform to launch security tokens. A regulatory-friendly token is the only way to allow institutional money to enter the blockchain, and a user-friendly platform for trusted ICOs is the only way to allow non-tech businesses to participate in the blockchain. Real businesses wishing to raise capital by issuing security tokens can now build their ICOs on Mobu's organized ICO platform. Mobu creates an abstract smart contract from which all security token ICOs can be extended. Mobu thus bridges the gap between traditional securities and blockchain-based asset ownership and investment opportunities. Mobu offers KYC, AML, and SEC approval, bank support to ICOs, investor account portals, escrow accounts, legal support to issuers, and smart contract development, and facilitates all other processes needed to raise funds in a competitive pricing marketplace. Above all, Mobu creates a network of confidence and trust that will boost economic and operational efficiency. When a security token is created and issued through Mobu, the token is programmed to verify who may buy and sell the token. With this baked-in restriction, decentralized and anonymously run exchanges will only be able to conduct trades to authorized participants. The restrictions provide issuers assurance that their tokens will only be held by authorized investors. This is a unique feature that fundamentally changes the securities market. Mobu offers you the chance to expand your horizons and tokenize your business. But why would a business want to use tokens instead of conventional shares? The answer is self-evident. There are fewer administrative costs. Transparency is dramatically increased. Cross-border fundraising is made far easier. Change of ownership is more rapid. And transfers are almost instantaneous. And you have access to 24/7 trading. And to augment our offering, Mobu will retain a small percentage of all ICOs on the Mobu platform to ensure the sustainability of Mobu and to support MOB20 standard ICOs so that a higher ICO success rate is enabled. On top of this, Mobu will introduce a lock-up period for ICO service providers to receive the right to operate in the Mobu ecosystem. This will automatically create a scarcity of Mobu tokens, with a resultant increase in demand. Mobu will launch a new standard of token, whose foundation represents trust. And this is only the start of this revolutionary epoch, as ICOs now have the potential to totally transform the way companies capitalize themselves. Let Mobu take you there.
Okay, so the idea is very simple. We aim to replace conventional shares with tokens. And for the reasons just listed above, there's a huge amount of benefits. 24/7 trading, voting rights and dividend policies, more complex versions of dividend policies and voting rights can be implemented. Administration cost is lower, and cross-border funding is made more easily. Now, just to take a step back, there's 3 different types of tokens. Currency tokens, Bitcoin being the most well-known, being just a transfer method from A to B. Utility tokens that acts as a service or a use, and then the most lucrative of them all being security tokens, the one that has really not actually touched the market yet. Currently, Mike mentioned this morning, the current market cap is for crypto is about $300 billion. And security tokens takes up only about $100 million of that amount. Mostly people being scared of the SEC. Now, Mobu is SEC approved and it's got an exemption for authorized investors. We've got a private place, 506C private placement currently in the States as well. And we're very familiar, we've got a very strong legal team and very familiar with the setup of a security token. Although, and this is very important, Mobu is a utility token. So, it is just a platform for launching security tokens. So we could easily list it on all the exchanges. Just to emphasize that again, security tokens is the most lucrative out of all 3. That is your real everyday businesses giving investors dividends and profits at the end of the day. Market size, current market size of stock exchanges worldwide is about $80 trillion. And just let's dream a little. Let's say security of crypto can take 25% of that market. That will come to amount, and David Drake from LGJ Capital is of opinion that it can reach $10-20 trillion within the next 5 years. That may be a little over optimistic, I think, but there's definitely a huge demand, and this is definitely where the market is going. But a problem statement, security tokens don't have a secondary market. Most exchanges won't touch you. Recently saw 2 ICOs, T0 and GBAX. I don't know how you pronounce it, but both of them are centralized, and it's starting to develop in that market, but currently no exchange, crypto exchange will allow you to list. The biggest issue actually is the legal part of it. The cost exercise of launching a security token at this stage is it's tremendous. And also, if you don't have a tech background, for all the other real businesses out there, and I'll get to this a bit later who our confirmed issuers are, but for a coal mining company that has no tech background, they have no idea how to do ICO. The ICO service environment is definitely not competitive. Mobu allows for competitive trading marketplace ecosystem that implements our unique MOB20 standard protocol. We're all familiar with ERC20 protocol. We're just designing a new unique one called the MOB20 standard token. We'll emphasize a little bit later. We were in New York last week, and they literally gave us a TV screen as small as the one on your airplanes. So I wasn't sure how big this is going to be, but you're warm welcome to watch read our white paper. That will explain the whole ecosystem perfectly. But to explain that more or less is we are a platform where legal providers, escrow providers, smart contract developers come together in a competitive marketplace and stake a certain amount of Mobu tokens to participate in the ecosystem. We also, as part of our MOB20 standard protocol, we have a unique escrow feature as well. Now, currently, we see a lot of ICOs, and there's always scams, and people are, especially the VC firms, institutional investors are a bit afraid of this, scared of this environment currently. Our unique escrow allows ICO issuers don't have access to 100% of the capital raised on the ICO. This will protect investors at the end of the day, and they can automatically be refunded at any stage of the ICO on a pro rata basis. The lockup utility token. The lockup period, I just mentioned it briefly. Basically, all ICO service providers needs to stake X amount of capital Mobu tokens to participate in our ecosystem. This allows scarcity of the tokens, and it's actually a very unique feature because in terms of the tokenomics, this will definitely allow increase the demand and increase the value of the token. And also, very important on that, that is the legal way to pass the Howey test. Because substance over form, there's no profits going back to shareholders. We remain a utility token, but we create value within our token. Revenue sustainability, the video briefly touched on it. We're taking 1% of all ICOs on the platform, and also a percentage of on the marketplace. That allows us to build a sustainable business and also to support the ICOs on our platform. We will use many methods. Bulk marketing will just be one of many, and our experience, we're one of many benefits to support the ICOs on our platform. So basically, I see I'm just running out of time. If we raise $10 million, we're also going to launch the first Forex percentage allocation money management account on the platform. Basically, what this slide only states, sorry, I'm struggling. We're going to develop 3 other companies on the platform with certain amounts of money is raised. The third one being, if we raise $30 million, we're also going to develop a security token crypto exchange. Now, I mentioned earlier, GBAX and T0 would be our competition that recently lost 2 large ICOs. T0 raised $100 million in 12 hours. But both of them are centralized, and all those details available on our white paper, who the actual owners is behind it. That will be a huge benefit to us being decentralized in that sense, and also giving a secondary market to all the ICOs issued on Mobu. Okay, here's our team. Etienne Pretorius, he is an advisor of Richard Branson, property developer who was with me at university. Back at university, APSA, one of our largest banks, gave him the Entrepreneur of the Year award. He did a $350 million property development when he was still a student at varsity. Bram Kruger is with me today here, colleague, as well as Paul Pelser. Paul is a chartered accountant, and the 3 of us started a large crypto mine as well a few years back. We were early acceptors of blockchain, and we used to be one of the largest cryptocurrency miners in the Southern Hemisphere. Brian Golding is my partner. He's the CEO of all fund managers and Golding Stockbrokers. I'm a shareholder in Golding Stockbrokers and also sit on the board of Evolve Fund Managers. We have $2 billion in assets under management. Pietri van Zyl was also he was part of Adams & Adams. He's currently head of legal in Africa, in Zambia, on a listed company. Some of our partners, Mazix, also the #1 ICO PR firm in the world. That was also the PR firm from famous Bancor that's here today. Luno Labs, this is a sister company of Mazix. Access Legal sits in the States, helping us out with our private placement. Balkan Marketing, also one of the top 10 ICO PR firms, according to ICO Bench. And confirmed ICO issuers, and I'm going to end with this according to my time. And this is the part you want to listen. So, we're the platform for launch security tokens. Our confirmed issuers are Tumelo Ramaphosa, son of our billionaire president, in South Africa. He wants to launch a wildlife ICO. Wayne van der Berg, he actually stays 2 streets from me in South Africa. He started Van der Berg Group, $1 billion coal mining company. Mike Prinsloo is our first investor in Mobu. He's the man who's moved the most gold around in the world under his watch. He was CEO of more than 5 gold mining companies, including DRD Gold, Ashanti Gold, Bonnaroo that's listed on Toronto Exchange. I'm forgetting a few, but you can read that in the white paper. And our pre-sale starts 1st of September. Our token price, and John McAfee personally advised us that should be our token price. So we just pro rata worked it back. We are an ERC20 standard token, and we have low bonuses. Because we're not a Ponzi scheme, and we believe that's the way to look at it. We are a good product with strong tokenomics at the end of the day. And you're welcome to watch a movie. Sorry, I went a little bit over my time. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Enjoy beautiful Tel Aviv.